have one unheard message.
Everything is just crashing down on me, and the only person I want to go to is you. But I can't. I just miss you a lot. And just hanging out with you and just being around you.
Hey, Fox, I like this one.
My goodness me.
No way, Jose.
With somebody who would've told me to keep my love to myself from the start. You wanna put them niggas in the spitter that took your dog, don't you? You wanna hop out with that fine, put that pressure on him, metal to his head. You wanna blow it simple, don't you? You won't get back, do anything, forget back. You say it's the principle, no, it won't bring your brother back. You standing on that shit and that's for life, and you say that's a fact. You do anything to have your brother back. You get to think about your brother and get emotional. Now your mind running and you won't get back. Searching for your arts every day to blow they shit back. Cause they took one of yours, so you take 10 of theirs. That's just how the game go and you ain't playing fair. You gotta check your own niggas, gotta be aware. Flexing on the Instagram, that shit'll get you killed for real. Flexing for your fans, but in the streets, we know you for real. You ain't bout that life, so start that capping.
Need to be arrested? You know, he's gotta go through a judge. Would have been cheaper if you just gone to a motel. Let's go, rise and shine. Damn it.
Good evening and thanks for joining us. We begin here at 6 with an all-out search for that suspect in the double shooting that turned deadly for a child.
U.S. Marshals are also now looking for Tashonda Drayton, who police say has been on the run from this crime. Drayton is reportedly known across the area because she's a rapper. But now authorities also say she's a fugitive from justice after last week's shooting on Artis Street. 10-year-old Lamar Holden was killed. 10 on your side's Michelle Wolf has new information and the 911 calls from the moment after that shooting. Michelle?
Len and Amy, U.S. Marshals tell us Drayton goes by the name 23 Brazy, has ties all over Hampton Roads, and is considered armed and dangerous. As of today, a $5,000 reward is being offered for information that leads to her arrest.
In a series of photos provided by the U.S. Marshals Office, Drayton has a number of distinctive tattoos. Only Loyalty tattooed above her left eyebrow and 23 Brazy in red on her forehead. The 24-year-old is facing 9 charges, including the first-degree murder of 10-year-old Lamar Holden.
I don't know, we hear gunshots over here.
Somebody been shot. Police on the end of Artis Street.
1 week ago, Drayton got into an altercation outside a home on Artis Street in Franklin, then began firing a gun at the house, where 5 young children were. 1 bullet went through Holden's head, killing him instantly. Nearby neighbors told dispatchers they heard a barrage of gunshots.
A whole bunch of shots fired.
How many?
I don't know, a whole bunch. I was asleep.
How many shots did you hear?
I don't know, about 6, 7, 8.
6, 7 shots?
Yeah, I was asleep.
Okay.
Loud.
Callers then told dispatch they saw a body from the window and they were afraid to leave the house. Drayton is still at large.
If you have information on where Drayton may be, call police. Michelle Wolf, 10 on your side.
In a small town where tranquility was the norm, the unthinkable unfolded on a seemingly ordinary Wednesday afternoon. Franklin, Virginia, known for its serene atmosphere, was shaken to its core when a tragic shooting incident claimed the life of a 10-year-old boy, leaving a community reeling in shock and disbelief. As the investigation unfolds, the heartbreaking tale of the Boyce family's loss and the search for justice grips the town. In the midst of it all, a Virginia rapper named Tashonda Nicole Drayton, also known as 23 Brazy, emerges as a central figure in the unfolding tragedy. Lamar Holden, a loving 10-year-old boy, became an innocent victim of the shooting that occurred in broad daylight. As detectives tirelessly seek answers and the person responsible for this devastating crime, Lamar's grief-stricken father breaks his silence. In an emotional interview, he describes Lamar as a bright and innocent bystander who was tragically caught in the crossfire. He pleads with authorities to bring the perpetrator to justice, ensuring that Lamar's death is not in vain. As the investigation deepens, attention turns to Tashonda Nicole Drayton, a local rapper who goes by the stage name 23 Brazy. Drayton, known for her music that encapsulates her personal pain, is now thrust into the spotlight for reasons she never intended. With a unique appearance adorned with tattoos, including the words, "Only Loyalty," above her left eyebrow and 23 Brazy in red letters on her forehead, she becomes a central figure in the unfolding tragedy. Franklin, a town with a population of just over 8,000, seldom experiences crime of this magnitude. The shooting incident on Artis Street sent shockwaves through the community, leaving neighbors and residents grappling with fear and sorrow. The tight-knit nature of the town magnified the impact of the tragedy, as a once peaceful neighborhood became the backdrop of an unimaginable event. As the details of that fateful day emerge, a chilling picture of the incident takes shape. Lamar's life was cut short as a bullet struck him, leaving him lifeless at the scene. A nearby man, lucky to survive, was flown to a nearby hospital for treatment. Witnesses recall a barrage of gunshots that shattered the quiet afternoon, leaving them frightened and traumatized. The raw 911 calls paint a vivid and harrowing picture of the chaos that ensued. Authorities swiftly identified Tashonda Nicole Drayton as the prime suspect in the case. The alleged motive behind the shooting appears to be money, turning a trivial dispute into a tragedy of unimaginable proportions. With Drayton on the run and considered armed and dangerous, law enforcement agencies, including the U.S. Marshals, launch an intense manhunt to bring her to justice. Drayton, a rapper who expressed her pain through music, is now facing a different kind of pain, the pain of consequences. Her music, once an outlet for her emotions, is now intertwined with the allegations against her. As she faces charges including first-degree murder, attempted murder, and other serious offenses, she is confronted with the gravity of her actions and the possibility of spending her life in prison. The tragedy that unfolded on Artis Street serves as a grim reminder of the fragility of life and the unforeseen consequences of impulsive actions. Lamar Holden's life was extinguished in an instant, leaving a community in mourning. As authorities relentlessly pursue justice, the story of a Virginia rapper turned fugitive serves as a cautionary tale of how one's choices can lead to irrevocable consequences. Franklin, once known for its serenity, now grapples with the aftermath of an unspeakable tragedy that shook its foundation.